Light. Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&Chew Guy, and this is not a product review. This is a quick opener for yet another playlist. Oral Hygiene. I know, you guys are excited. And yes, the thumbnail that is on this video was sort of a joke. Tongue-in-cheek, I was going to say. Pardon the pun. Anyway, wanted to bring this up now because it sort of leads me into being able to bring up an issue that people will most likely notice at some point, and I wanted to explain it. It has something to do with me. But oral hygiene, when using dip, chew, any smokeless product, is extremely important for those that missed the memo. And it's important because although I personally believe that the government and tobacco, well, mostly the government and some private organizations have greatly exaggerated cancer risks, the truth of the matter is that especially dip, chew to a point, is very tough on the gums. And if it's tough on the gums, then it's tough on the teeth. All right? So I'm just going to run through real quick what I use daily. All right? The basic products I use daily. Number one, I brush at least 2 times a day. Okay? For 2 minutes. Quadrant off your mouth. Upper right, upper left, lower right, lower left. 30 seconds at least on each of them. All right? Now, before I brush, I use, because I chew a lot, and there's a lot of staining. There's staining that goes on with dip too, but there's a lot of tooth staining with chew, depending what you're chewing. The Stoker's products are especially staining, I guess you'd say. I use this, okay? It is like a mouthwash. It has a higher content of hydrogen peroxide, and it sort of foams. It's a very fresh, minty taste. There is a little bit of a burn, but the product actually foams, I guess because of the hydrogen peroxide. But its big selling point is the whitening aspect. There is a visible difference between me using this before brushing and me not using it before brushing. Okay, there's a difference I can see right off the bat after I'm done brushing. Okay, so this is, I'm not quite sure, 16 fluid ounces. It's usually about $4. It's good to have a mouthwash. Okay, I favor this for the whitening effect. It does kill germs and all that. So it is the Crest 3D White. Okay, Glamorous White. I think there's a deluxe white one too. It's a whole product line. So I use this. I swish for 1 minute before every brushing. Okay, the last 5 seconds of that 1 minute, I gargle with it. Okay, so that is first, and then I follow that with, sometimes I'll use one of the Sensodyne toothpaste products, but for the sake of this video, I use the Crest Whitening toothpaste. It's a fluoride toothpaste, all right? And I brush with a spin brush. Now, this is not the best electric brush. A better one, and one that I used to use, but something with my brushing made me run through the replacement heads at a ridiculous rate. I don't know. It was somehow I was holding the brush or whatnot. I don't know why. I switched to this, which I believe is spin brushes made by Arm & Hammer. This retails at about $8. The replacement heads, you get 2 heads for about $8. Okay, I use one of these. The better option is and the one that I used to use is the Oral-B that just has the round head. As a rule of thumb with electric toothbrushes, the closer it looks to something that you'd see in a dentist's office, the better. Okay, The Oral-B does run significantly higher in price. It's just under $30, I believe, at the moment. That's not what I had a problem with. I had a problem with I was having to buy replacement heads like more than once a month for whatever reason. So I use this. I would suggest to anyone using an electric toothbrush, okay? Use one for a week and then go back to a manual and you'll see why, okay? Now, the third thing I do, and I only do this once a day. Some people say to do it twice a day. I believe dentist's office say to do it twice a day. Because of some damage on my gums from another issue, I only do this once a day. But if you dip, especially if you dip fine cut or if you chew, you need to get dental floss or the new user-friendly version of dental floss. All right, and you need to floss at least once a day. I do it. All right, so I'll just show you what one of these are. I'm sure everybody has seen these before. All right, especially if you do fine cut or you chew, you have to floss. All right, when you're brushing, brush everything you can, but do not go too hard, and don't go too hard with the floss either. Okay. You want to go with the downward lines between your teeth, okay? And if you do go crosswise, lighten up, all right? Brush your tongue, brush the roof of your mouth, brush your gums, and heck, if you can get it around, brush your cheeks and lips too, like on the inside, all right? So you want to do these three things. You want some sort of mouthwash, electric toothbrush, toothpaste, and afterwards you want to floss, okay, at least once a day. The brushing and mouthwash at least twice a day. Now, I brought all this up now. I do use other products. I'm not going to throw them in on this because I'm trying to keep this a little bit shorter. So this playlist will expand probably soon. Because there is a product I follow this all up with, but that is for a video by itself. But mouthwash, brush, both of them twice a day, and floss at least once a day. All right. I bring this video up now because I have a dental issue that is going to play itself out probably while I am still in the thick of this channel. And that issue is that tooth, okay? It is receding ridiculously quickly, but it is not originally because of dip or chew, okay? The dip is speeding things up though, so you need to know that, but I want to bring this up now because at some point I'm expecting that tooth not to be there anymore. Not ideal. That said, it's one of those things, guys, you got to suck it up and just, it is what it is, really. That's how I go about things like this. 25 years ago, I had braces. Obviously, that doesn't look like I had them, but I did. And they told me I had them for 24 months. At the 18th month mark, 18 months, they were like, you know what? We're going to take them out. You get them out in 19 months. I'm like, excellent. They then proceeded to cement in a retainer on the inside. So basically what they did was they got rid of the braces that I was used to, okay, and then put a new set of braces basically on the inside of my teeth that I wasn't used to. And I got pissed. And I was a bit of a hothead when I was 17, 18. And I had them take them out. Okay? So basically everything went back. And this line of molars is pushing forward. And this, which is what I call a canine, is being pushed forward. To make things worse, that's a crown there. And when I got the temporary crown, it fit perfectly. But when I waited the 2 weeks and got the crown back from some lab somewhere, they gave me this ridiculous looking thing that wasn't shaped right. And as it turns out, that crown, or the tooth that was originally in its original form, was what was holding this line back. Okay, so basically it's speeding up. And I am expecting at some point that this tooth will no longer be there. I'm not really self-conscious about it. That's not why I'm bringing it up. I'm not really like, oh my God. I'm not going to stop dipping, to add a few months of life onto it. The dip is not helping, but it's not making or breaking the game here. All right, it's already done. This loss of that tooth was basically in the cards 25 years ago. Okay, so I'm not really self-conscious about it, but I did want to bring it up because people that are watching this channel and younger guys, I don't want them seeing that going, yo, did the Suit&Tie, is their teeth missing out? What the hell's going? It's already a done deal. Okay, smokeless tobacco products are not the cause of anything that happens to my teeth up here. It was a stupid, hot-headed decision I made in 1993. Okay, but all of that said, oral hygiene is extremely important, and a clean mouth will give you a better sense of taste and will add to your enjoyment when using dip or chew. And you don't want dental problems. I mean, if you can avoid them, you don't want them. They can be, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but they can be pretty painful. Okay? So take care of yourselves. I say it at the end of every video, but take care of your mouth. Okay? I will be doing a couple more videos in the coming weeks on this subject, because there are a couple other things that I use or have used that they're not 100% proven, but the one's cheap and dentists say it can't hurt. So it'll be stuff like that, probably stuff that most people have not heard of. Anyway, all this said, I'm leaving. No more lecture. All right? Do take care of yourselves, and God bless.